Okay guys, last week I made a couple of videos extolling the virtues of driving around and doing reconnaissance that way and pointing out the advantages. Mainly by preserving your velocity, you have an opportunity to evade. But in one of those videos I did say that there are certain positions on certain maps that are suitable for passive scouting. And everybody knows, about this bush, or they ought to. And it can be very productive. But I've got thousands of replays, and I meticulously record in my mind the advantages and disadvantages. And very often you'll go to that bush and you have too few guns behind you, and the enemy does not appear. They decline to enter the danger zone. They fight elsewhere, and on many occasions I've had to go somewhere else and drive around. We don't have arty in this game, and possibly the reason some of those vehicles over there were, shall we say, excessively bold is that they weren't worried about arty and they felt more confident, and it turned out to be a big mistake. So I'm going to hit the space bar here and go at twice normal speed. The first thing is you try to get to that bush with no delays, right? Try to turn as little as possible. Now, when you knock over a tree, it slows you down, so I'm trying to avoid that. But the important thing is to get here before I'm spotted by anybody. And there we are. Now, there is an Evan 90 on the enemy team. This is a battle with just one scout on each side, which, ever since I started playing this game, I would love that to be the true in every battle. I think I would have done a lot better in World of Tanks if I had no competition in the scouting department. So the Evan 90, his job is to leave the spawn, and this is exactly what I do. Go in a straight line to illuminate if somebody is trying to climb into that position. And on numerous occasions, you'll catch them just before they get to the bush, and they have to veer off. If they have any brains, they know they've been seen, and they know they cannot stay there, especially with skills that keep them lit up for longer. And the people approaching this area can easily hit that thing, right? So unfortunately for the enemy, I'm going to hit the space bar again, and you'll see the Evan 90 there. He showed up, and he's late, and his driving is not very good, and he's about to die without having lit me up. Now, another thing about this position is these bushes are quite large, and the enemy aiming HE shells here is it's sort of hit or miss. I've gone to training rooms and it's difficult, but until this battle was irretrievably lost, they actually didn't try to hit me here. A couple of shells landed, but by that time it was hopelessly bad. So I've already got 1457 spotting damage, and there is a T10 climbing there, and he just got hammered. And here they come, right? Now I have to turn my hull around here to get ready to flee if I'm lit. So I turn my hull around. So the reason for that is you can accelerate really fast going downhill. So you have to get ready. Now there's an IS-7 there as well, and that's another reason I got into the bush a little better. So I'm going to hit the space bar again, and we're up to 5,700. McCulver just killed the 110 and the other guy. So, it's not only the people here shooting which are making this possible, but I presume there's shells going this way as well. So it's a pincer of a sort. Almost 7,000. Now the Badger's going to try his luck. This sort of thing might happen in one out of 6 battles. Most of the time it's not this good, but maybe they all wanted to star in this video. I don't know. So I'm up to almost 8,000. There's the shells. Finally, they're trying to get me, right? It's too late. There's a... okay, that was the WZ-120 FT. Tier 8 TD just tapped me in the tracks. And I told these guys to go, and they're going to go. So I can drive around. And just to summarize here, the most spotting damage I ever got in World of Tanks was in that exact position. And it was also, I spawned on this side of the map, and it was 12,300. And I looked at that replay. It's a long time ago. It was about, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, summer of 2016. In a Type 64, I was platooned with a Tier 8 and going up against Tier 10s. And there were 2 RHMs, undamaged. I don't know if they were platooned together. They were back here, and my driving was bad. Maybe I was just totally stoked by what had happened. But if they had both, if I'd done my spotting correctly or with more luck, that would have been making it more than 14,000. And I don't know what the theoretical maximum is, but that's pretty close to it. Now, another thing is I'm about to get 3 shells that hit me in the tracks, causing no damage. And I'll take it because the armor on this tank is so bad. So let's watch this. That one didn't go through. Use my repair kit. And I get hit twice in rapid succession here, no damage. There's one in my tracks, and then the Leopard hits me. E100 puts him out of his misery. And I got a very nice comment from the M103, but this is, I don't consider this any great demonstration of skill. A stock BC-12T with coated optics or the binoculars in the net and a 6th sense and maybe some camo skill could largely have done the same thing, especially since the enemy made it easy for us. So the M103 says, that little batch hat won this game. Well, thank you very much, sir, but as I've already explained, the stars had to be in alignment for this to work, and you have to be prepared for the fact that in many public matches it ain't going to happen, and you have to try something different. And it's game over, and I hope you enjoyed the video.